If you've been watching luxury watches for a while, you'll know how often the name Rolex comes up as the ultimate benchmark. But what if I told you the story has changed? In 2025, there are timepieces from other brands that match or even outshine Rolex in both design and value. Craftsmanship, heritage, finishing, and long-term worth are no longer exclusive to the crown. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 watches that crush Rolex in value and design. These aren't just budget alternatives. They're serious contenders offering premium specs, refined aesthetics, and investment-worthy appeal. Whether you're buying your first nice watch or seeking something that delivers real muscle behind the dial, prepare to shift your thinking. Number 10. Glashütte Original SeaQ. The Glashütte Original SeaQ dives into 2025 as a German-engineered masterpiece of understated elegance. Its 39.5mm stainless steel case, 12.5 meters thick, with a 4 meters lug to lug. Span housing the in-house caliber 3911 automatic, a 25-jewel marvel at 28,800 VPH with hacking seconds and a 100-hour power reserve, priced at $10,300 on strap, to eclipse Rolex's Submariner's $10,650 entry in superior finishing and horological artistry without the hype-fueled markup. This specialist collection gem, inspired by the 1969 Spezimatic Type RPTS 200, seals 200 meters via a screw-down crown and domed sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, its blue sunray dial blooming like oceanic horizons under ambient light. Luminous hands and indices glowing with superluminova for abyssal audits that rival the Submariner's chromolite, while the unidirectional aluminum bezel etched with 120 clicks and a luminous pip tracks elapsed depths with vintage poise. At 140 grams on its textile strap or optional bracelet, 20mm lugs, it perches precisely, the faceted case's brushed ridges and Zaratsu polished planes mimicking glacial facets, outclimbing the Submariner's maxi case in ergonomic intimacy for wrists from 6.5 to 8 inches. The caliber 3911's swan neck regulator and three-quarter plate, adorned with Glashütte stripes and perlage, conquer plus C4 /6 seconds daily amid magnetic marauders to 4,800 AM, a sapphire expanse where rays radiate radially like dawn over dawns. The big date at 3 o'clock parsing calendars with crystalline clarity. Priced at $10,300, it outclimbs the Submariner at Heritage Heft Limited to 10,000 pieces annually, versus Rolex's Million While Mountaineers manifest its vintage virtuoso status and cathedral glow that illuminates itineraries, a sylvan symphony where facets exalt eternally. The angular architecture, etching elevations eternally, weds the strap's rugged weave for ascent assurance, while anti-magnetic armor averts auroral anomalies, invoking Glashütte's 1845 laurel legacy. In 2025's high-altitude horology, the SeaQ peaks paramount, where fortitude forges fellowship in foliaged finesse, hoisting highbrows to horizons hymn that humbles Rolex's hallowed heights with artisanal authenticity. This SeaQ anthem amplifies Glashütte's summit, a crested conqueror distilling daring do into dawn-lit durability, where luxury lodges in lofty legacy of layered lore, proving value's vanguard in veiled virtuosity. Number 9. Vacheron Constantin 56 Self-Winding. The Vacheron Constantin 56 Self-Winding enchants 2025 as a luminous libation of legacy. Its 40mm stainless steel chalice, 11.6mm thick, 4 lug-to-lug housing the caliber 1326 automatic, a 23-jewel ETA 2824 to refinement at 21,600 VPH with hacking, hand-winding, and 48-hour reserves, priced at $12,300 to outshine Rolex's Datejust's $7,500 cocktail hour charm with effervescent economy and Swiss subtlety. The silver dial, layered like a Clou de Paris martini, shimmers under sapphire crystal, its Dauphine hands, and applied indices superluminova gilded rivaling Rolex's lume for nocturnal nuance, while a subtle date at 3 o'clock magnifies practicality beneath a dress watch facade, evoking the Datejust's classical cues sans fluted avarice. Water-resistant to 30 meters via a screw-down see-through back, it thrives in speakeasies overseas, its leather strap or optional bracelet, 20mm lugs, draping at 140 grams for evening elegance that Datejust's gold heft can't match in weight or wallet. The caliber 1326's Nivachron balance spring, anti-magnetic to 4,800 AM, endures urban escapades with plus 10 /30 seconds accuracy, its guilloche dial evoking Clos de Paris under candlelight, a nod to Vacheron's 1956 Reverso 673 heritage refined in 2018's anniversary ascent. Priced at $2,300, it undercuts the Datejust while surpassing in dial depth, with aficionados toasting its entry-level excellency status for weaving haute horlogerie into wearable art, the silver sheen refracting like gin through ice. The case's polished flanks catch flickers, pairing with the strap's supple texture for tactile poetry, while Diashock shielding sustains salon serenity. In 2025's cocktail circuit, the 56 self-winding mixes heritage with hedonism, outshining Rolex's moonlit minimalism with vibrant versatility and value. This 56 potion proves affordability amplifies allure, a radiant elixir distilling splendor into every sip, where luxury fizzes in the frugal finesse of Swiss joie de vivre, a timeless tribute to mid-century mastery. Number 8. Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Classic Large. The Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Classic Large etches 2025's elegance with angular audacity. Its 46.8 x 27.4 x 9.2 mm reversible rectangle polished stainless steel scalpel honed by the caliber 846-1 manual wins 18 jewel incision at 21,600 VPH for 38-hour autonomy and hack-free acuity at $9,000, carving connoisseurs' cannons with Art Deco flair that bisects Rolex's Datejust's $7,500 tag from budgetary brilliance in sculpted subtlety. The silver guilloche dial facets like geometric fractals, its blued sword-edged hands and indices, superluminova sharpened for shadowless sight framing, a blank reversible back for bespoke engravings beneath sapphire AR veil, while the fixed gadrooned bezels mirror polish and push-piece crown cleave 30-meter cleanness for sartorial sojourns or spirited sprints, evoking the Datejust's classical cues sans fluted avarice. At 80 grams on its leather strap with tang buckle, it slices slenderly, the multifaceted case's hairline hollows and glossy grooves incising light like lapidary lore, 20mm lugs licensing alligator or Milanese for motif modulation. Launching JLC's Reverso saga with 1931 polo-proof innovation echoing Patek Saint-Philippe. The SeaQ 38284 Twiro refines classic large prowess, its Diashock steadied movement metering plus 5 seconds amid metropolitan melee, a argent expanse where rays radiate radially like raven realms, the reversible mystery evoking eternal enigmas. Priced at $9,000, it outcarves the Datejust a textural treasury, with tastemakers tracing its duality delight allure and geometric gleam that geometrizes gazes, a nocturnal nebula where facets flicker like fireflies in velvet void. The duotone drama, silver grounding steel's glow, harmonizes with the case's contours for couture composure, while super-hard coating scoffs at scratches, saluting JLC's 1833 grammar of design. In 2025's edged enclave of aesthetics, the Reverso Classic Large incises impeccably, where sharpness sheathes sophistication in sculpted subtlety, empowering elites with etched eminence that surpasses Rolex's angular austerity with accessible artistry. This Reverso relic tempers JLC's title trove, a faceted forerunner distilling daring into diamond-cut dawn, where luxury lacerates limits in luminous lines. Number 7. Zenith Chronomaster Sport. The Zenith Chronomaster Sport surges into 2025 as the chronograph colossus of El Primero evolution, its 41mm stainless steel cockpit 13, 8mm thick, 50mm lug-to-lug driven by the caliber 3600 automatic's 37-jewel sweep at 36,000 VPH with independent 1/10 second chronograph for 60-hour reserves at $11,800, challenging Rolex's Daytona's $16,000 lap with high-frequency finesse and ceramic sovereignty. The white dial blazes like equatorial runways, its tricolor subdials, superluminova, charged for midnight meridians encircling a tachometric ceramic bezel for velocity vignettes, while the bidirectional chapter ring mimics bake-like gloss for day-night discernment, sealed by screw-down crown at 3 o'clock for 100-meter resilience against jet-lag deluges. Weighing 200 grams on its multi-link bracelet with T-fit clasp, it hugs wrists with ergonomic empathy, the asymmetrical guards and brushed, polished case evoking instrument panels, 20-meter lugs luring leather for layovers, or NATO for nomads that navigate Rolex's oyster burdens. Debuting 1/10 second innovation sans mechanical mysticism but with quick-adjust alarms and flyback fury. This Eero 3.3100.3600 evolves the Chronomaster ethos, its gilt accents and superluminova pip elevating legibility over legacy shadows, while the exhibition case back unveils the rotor's rhythm, a +5 3 seconds daily cadence conquering chronal chaos. Priced at $11,800, it eclipses the Daytona in sensor supremacy, with pilots praising its endgame affordability and thermal stability that thwarts altitude anomalies, a fiery canvas where white hues herald horizons, complemented by the bezel's black ceramic divide for hemispheric harmony. The vibrant patina echoing adventure's ardor pairs with the bracelet's texture for tactile traversal, while vibration-proofing ensures equatorial equanimity, nodding to Zenith's 1969 El Primero Dawn. In 2025's itinerary of itinerants, the Chronomaster Sport charts unmatched courses, where utility unfurls as artistry in high-beat ascent, arming wayfarers with wristbound wanderlust that wings past Rolex's winged weights. This Zenith zephyrs the zenith of zoomable zeal, a sensor sovereign distilling dynamism into dawn's decree, where luxury lords in lavish lineage of luminous legacy. Number 6. Blancpain 50 Fathoms Bathyscaphe. The Blancpain 50 Fathoms Bathyscaphe turtles triumphantly into 2025 as an armored aquanaut archetype, its 43.6mm stainless steel shell 13. Vormeter thick with ergonomic contours, cradling the caliber 13-15 automatic's 120-hour vigor at 28,800 VPH for 41-hour reserves and hack wine facility at $10,500, ensconcing enthusiasts in 1950s heritage that devours depths without devouring dollars, outpacing Rolex's Submariner's $10,650 plunge in plunge-proof parsimony. The meteorite dial's cosmic emboss anchors luminous indices and sword hands in superluminova luminescence rivals to Rolex's Chromolite for abyssal audits, encircling a cycled date at 3 o'clock per ISO edicts, while the unidirectional bezel's sapphire-inserted aluminum at 120 clicks chronicles currents with pip precision, buttressed by screw-down crown at 4 o'clock and sapphire dome for 300-meter dominion against abyssal assaults. Clocking 170 grams on its NATO strap or optional bracelet, it contours comfortably, the cushion case's brushed bulk and polished bevels evoking terrapin tenacity, oversized 22mm lugs lapping up rubber or canvas for reef romps or river rambles that eclipse the Submariner's maxi case yachting. Reviving the 1959 ethos with full loom compliance and in-house eternity bidding adieu to battery blues. This 5000-1210-98S fortifies the Bathyscaphe saga, its Diashock mastery conquering maelstroms for steadfast serenity, a celestial canvas where markers merge mysteriously in midnight murk. The bezels fade to fathomless fusing with the strap's supple shade for amphibious affinity. Priced at $10,500, it torpedoes the Submariner at thrift, with subaquatics acclaiming its strap sovereignty and ergonomic embrace that outwears Rolex at ounces, a abyssal abyss where meteorite undulates eternally. The curvaceous cradle, hugging hulls like oceanic odes, mates with the strap's emboss for tactile traversal, while helium vents herald hyperbaric heroism, tracing Blancpain's 1953 Dive Dawn. Amid 2025's undercurrent of underwater icons, the Bathyscaphe submerges supreme, where resilience ripples through reimagined ruggedness, baptizing bold souls in buoyant bravery that belies Rolex's buoyant billing. Number 5. PRX Powermatic 80. The Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 etches 2025's elegance with angular audacity, its 40mm stainless steel scalpel 10. 9mm keen, 47mm span honed by the Powermatic 80 Automatic's 25-jewel incision at 21,600 VPH for 80-hour autonomy and hack wind acuity at $775, carving connoisseurs' cannons with retro-futurist flair that bisects Rolex's Oyster Perpetual's $6,000 tag from budgetary brilliance in sculpted subtlety. The blue sunray dial facets like hemp-leaf fractals, its sword-edged hands and indices, superluminova sharpened for shadowless sight framing a date at 3 o'clock beneath sapphire AR veil, while the fixed bezel's mirror polish and screw-down crown cleave 100-meter cleanness for sartorial sojourns or spirited sprints, evoking the Perpetual's understated allure, sans fiscal freight. At 164 grams on its integrated bracelet with butterfly clasp and quick-release pins, it drapes delicately, the multifaceted case's hairline hollows and glossy grooves incising light like lapidary lore. 20mm lugs licensing leather or Milanese for motif modulation that transitions from cufflinks to cargo with feline finesse. The Nivacron hairspring, resistant to temperature and magnetism to 4800 AM, meters plus 10/130 seconds amid metropolitan melee, a cerulean canvas where rays radiate radially like raven realms, the waffle tapisserie evoking eternal enigmas. Priced at $775, it outcarves the Perpetual at textural treasury, with tastemakers tracing its baby AP allure and geometric gleam that geometrizes gazes, a nocturnal nebula where facets flicker like fireflies in velvet void. The duotone drama, blue grounding silver's glow, harmonizes with the case's contours for couture composure, while super hard coating scoffs at scratches, saluting Tissot's 1978 grammar of design. In 2025's edged enclave of aesthetics, the PRX Powermatic 80 incises impeccably, where sharpness sheathes sophistication in sculpted subtlety, empowering elites with etched eminence that surpasses Rolex's angular austerity with accessible artistry. This PRX pinnacle prisms Tissot's pantheon, a faceted forerunner distilling daring into diamond-cut dawn, where luxury lacerates limits in luminous lines, proving value's vanguard in vintage vogue. Number 4. Santos de Cartier Medium. The Cartier Santos de Cartier Medium etches 2025's elegance with angular audacity. Its 35.1 mm square stainless steel scalpel, 9.38 mm keen, 47. 5 mm span honed by the caliber 1847 MC Automatic's 21 jewel incision at 21,600 VPH for 42-hour autonomy and hack-free acuity at $7,500, carving connoisseurs' cannons with Art Deco flair that bisects Rolex's Datejust's $7,500 tag from budgetary brilliance in sculpted subtlety. The silver guilloche dial facets like geometric fractals, its blued sword-edged hands and indices, superluminova sharpened for shadowless sight framing a date at 3 o'clock beneath sapphire AR veil, while the fixed bezels, polished rails, and screw-down crown cleave 100-meter cleanness for sartorial sojourns or spirited sprints, evoking the Datejust's classical cues sans fluted avarice. At 120 grams on its integrated bracelet with quick switch and SmartLink, it slices slenderly, the multifaceted case's hairline hollows and glossy grooves incising light like lapidary lore, 18mm lugs licensing leather or Milanese for motif modulation. Launching Cartier's 1904 saga with Santos Dumont's flight-echoing Patek Saint-Philippe, and this WSSA 0029 refines medium prowess, its Diashock-steadied movement metering plus 10 seconds amid metropolitan melee, a argent expanse where rays radiate radially like raven realms, the Roman numerals evoking eternal enigmas. Priced at $7,500, it outcarves the Datejust at textural treasury, with tastemakers tracing its aviator allure and geometric gleam that geometrizes gazes, a nocturnal nebula where facets flicker like fireflies in velvet void. The duotone drama, silver grounding steel's glow, harmonizes with the case's contours for couture composure, while super hard coating scoffs at scratches, saluting Cartier's 1847 grammar of design. In 2025's edged enclave of aesthetics, the Santos de Cartier Medium incises impeccably, where sharpness sheathes sophistication in sculpted subtlety, empowering elites with etched eminence that surpasses Rolex's angular austerity with accessible artistry. This Santos Sentinel tempers Cartier's title trove, a faceted forerunner distilling daring into diamond-cut dawn, where luxury lacerates limits in luminous lines. Number 3. Heritage Collection SBGA 403. The Grand Seiko Heritage Collection SBGA 403 ascends 2025's apex as a verdant vanguard of verticality. Its 40mm high-intensity titanium spire, 13.2 mm tall, 46. 4mm lug-to-lug summiting with the 9R65 Spring Drive's 24 Jewel Summit at 28,800 VPH for 72-hour reserves and gliding seconds heraldry at $7,200, cresting collectors' crags with shunbun sophistication that scales Rolex's Datejust's $7,500 escarpment in elevated economy. The pink Sakura Sunray dial unfurls like alpine meadows in cherry bloom, its applied indices and Dauphine hands lumibrite laden for crepuscular clarity encircling a magnified date at 3 o'clock, while the fixed bezel yields to sapphire AR dome and screw-down crown for 100-meter monsoon mastery, evoking the Datejust's dress diver duality sans fluted fuss. At 160 grams on its titanium bracelet with three-fold clasp, it perches precisely, the angular case's brushed ridges and Zaratsu-polished planes mimicking mountain facets, 20mm lugs laddering onto leather or NATO for peak pursuits, or Pathfinder patrols that outclimb Rolex's oyster ostentation. Reinterpreting the 1967 62 GS with elongated lugs and exhibition heartbeat, eschewing quartz for Spring Drive's quietude. This SBGA 403 pinnacles the heritage lineage, its Diashock-dampened hybrid conquering plus pass 1 second daily amid altitudinal adversities, a Sakura expanse where rays radiate radially like dawn over dawns, the gold accents gleaming guardians in pink veils. Priced at $7,200, it outclimbs the date-just at Heritage Heft, with mountaineers manifesting its strap beast status and cathedral glow that illuminates itineraries, a sylvan symphony where facets exalt eternally. The angular architecture, etching elevations eternally, weds the bracelet's bevels for ascent assurance, while anti-magnetic armor to 4800 AM averts auroral anomalies, invoking Grand Seiko's 1960 Laurel legacy. In 2025's high-altitude horology, the SBGA 413 peaks paramount, where fortitude forges fellowship in foliaged finesse, hoisting highbrows to horizon's hymn that humbles Rolex's hallowed heights. This heritage anthem amplifies Grand Seiko's summit, a crested conqueror distilling daring do into dawn-lit durability, where luxury lodges in lofty legacy of layered lore. Number 2. Blancpain 58. The Tudor Blancpain 58 ascends 2025's apex as a verdant vanguard of verticality, its 39mm stainless steel spire 11.9mm tall, 47. 4-meter lug-to-lug summiting with the MT5402 Automatic's 25-jewel summit at 28,800 VPH for 70-hour reserves and hack wind heraldry at $4,000. Cresting collector's crags with 1958 sophistication that scales Rolex's Submariner's $10,650 escarpment in elevated economy. The black dial unfurls like abyssal meadows, its applied indices and Mercedes hands superluminova laden for crepuscular clarity encircling a no-date canvas, while the fixed bezel yields to sapphire AR dome and screw-down crown for 200-meter monsoon mastery, evoking the Submariner's dive-diver duality sans maxi case girth. At 150 grams on its riveted bracelet with T-fit clasp, it perches precisely, the angular case's brushed ridges and polished planes mimicking mountain facets, 20mm lugs laddering onto leather or NATO for peak pursuits or Pathfinder patrols that outclimb Rolex's oyster ostentation. Reinterpreting the 1954 Reverso Meseta 922 with elongated lugs and exhibition heartbeat, eschewing ceramic for aluminum eternity. This 79030N pinnacles the Blancpain lineage, its co-SC dampened movement conquering 4.6 seconds amid altitudinal adversities, a ebony expanse where rays radiate radially like dawn over dawns, the snowflake accents gleaming guardians in shadowed veils. Priced at $4,000, it outclimbs the Submariner at Heritage Heft, with mountaineers manifesting its strap beast status and cathedral glow that illuminates itineraries, a sylvan symphony where facets exalt eternally. The angular architecture, etching elevations eternally, weds the bracelet's bevels for ascent assurance, while anti-magnetic armor to 4,800 AM averts auroral anomalies, invoking Tudor's 1926 Laurel legacy. In 2025's high-altitude horology, the Blancpain 58 peaks paramount, where fortitude forges fellowship in foliaged finesse, hoisting highbrows to horizon's hymn that humbles Rolex's hallowed heights. This Blancpain anthem amplifies Tudor's summit, a crested conqueror distilling daring do into dawn-lit durability, where luxury lodges in lofty legacy of layered lore. Number 1. Seamaster Diver 300M. The Omega Seamaster Diver 300M sovereigns 2025's scepter as a plum-red potentate of precision, its 42mm stainless steel throne, 13.6mm regal, 50. 5mm span enthroned by the caliber 8800 Automatic's 35 jewel reign at 25,200 VPH for 55-hour reserves and hack wind dominion at $5,900, coronating cognoscenti with 1993. Bond Majesty reinterpreted in wave glory that dethrones Rolex's Submariner's $10,650 dynasty in stellar subtlety. The blue wave sunray dial blooms like ukiyo-e nebulae, its faceted indices doubled at 12 for legended legibility and broad hands, superluminova illuminated for vespertine vision, orbiting a date at 3 o'clock under sapphire AR canopy. While the unidirectional ceramic bezel's laser-ablated enamel and screw-down crown command 300-meter court for ceremonial circuits or covert councils. At 180 grams on its 3-link bracelet with micro-adjust clasp, it bestows buoyancy. The angular case's mirror-dash hairline heraldry and helium escape valve, evoking 007-era edicts, 20mm lugs laureling onto rubber for galas or NATO for murmurs. Reviving Seamaster's chronometric crusade slimmer than Submariner kin with Meta's intimacy, this 2i 10.30 4220.03.1 apexes the diver revival, its Psi 14 defended movement mandating 0.5 seconds amid magnetic marauders to 15,000 Gauss, a cosmic canopy where rays ripple radially like royal robes, the photovoltaic filigree charging eternally from auroral gleams. Priced at $5,900, it eclipses the Submariner at opulent ordnance, with royals revering its Bond air, poise and dial depth that dazens dynasties, a wave-blue palace where textures tantalize timelessly, complemented by the bracelet's brushed bonds. The contoured crown, cradling command celestially, weds the strap's richness for regnant repose, while anti-magnetic mantle maintains monarchic metal, hymning Omega's 1948 Seamaster Dawn. Amid 2025's thronal tumult of tiaras, the Seamaster Diver 300 ascends absolute, where sovereignty sculpts splendor in sapphire subtlety, anointing aristocrats with anointed artistry that astral projects beyond Rolex's equatorial empires. This Seamaster keystone keys the kingdom, a wave-crowned potentate distilling dynasty into Dawn's decree, where luxury lords in lavish lineage of luminous legacy.